What's going on, guys? My name is Albert, and in today's video, our main clip is going to be us breaking down a video of a woman crying about how men are the problem in dating, of course. But before we get into that video, we got two other videos that we are going to break down as well that are very important for us as men to get into, okay? If you haven't already, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Without no further ado, let's jump right into the first clip.
And to be quite honest with you, I don't care why you masking.
It don't even matter.
I don't care what happened to you as I'm a 40-year-old man.
You got a daughter?
No, I don't.
Because
but that's not
fair,
the
you're
point. But my
feminine.
point is this. My point is this.
Right.
You all wouldn't care if a man came to you feminine and said, my dad wasn't in my life. My mom didn't teach me this. You say, bro, you 38 years old. I don't want to deal with a feminine man that hasn't addressed his issues. So for me, dealing with a woman that way, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I understand you had issues or whatever growing up and you had to be a certain way, but I'm not going to put up with it as far as trying to be in a relationship with you because you don't know how to be a feminine woman.
So what's a feminine woman? What's your definition?
The woman that basks in her femininity. She knows how to be submissive to a man. She knows how to speak life into a man. She knows how to nurture. She knows how to take care of a home and take care of kids. She knows how to be accountable. She knows how to be reasonable. She knows how to be understanding when she's dealing with a man and knows which battles to choose when she's dealing with her man.
I see a lot of women, they come in there, they always say, accept me as I am. Men, we have to understand that we do not have to accept women the way they are. If a woman is trash, she's trash. Plain and simple. I'm not saying all women are trash. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if a person is trash, you don't want to bring trash into the house. There are certain prerequisites. I know I always say we need to coach a woman into becoming the woman that we need her to be for us. But there are certain prerequisites that we need a woman to be. From the clip, there are women that say, oh, you know what, a man needs to be able to deal with my masculine. No, I don't need to deal with a unbearable person. There are some prerequisites that a good woman needs to have. She needs to be feminine. She needs to be submissive. She needs to be agreeable. She needs to be coachable. Very important. I don't need her to be the world. Men don't need women to be the world. We just need them to be feminine, coachable, agreeable, pleasant to be around. This is prerequisites. Then when they start hanging out with you, then you start to coach them in the ways of her to be a good woman for you. This is how we men have to live our lives. This is how you have to live your life going forward. If you meet a woman and she's too masculine, yeah, sure, you can have fun with her. But for long-term longevity and, vetting this woman for long-term and actually seeing if she could have your kids, no. If she's not the traits that I had described previously, she is not good at all. You need to cut that woman off. You don't need to understand her trauma. We all have trauma. We deal with our trauma. Women need to deal with theirs too. They are not children.
I think it's childish to even bring up body count. Like, I don't care.
So that's childish. Is that you deflecting, trying to avoid the conversation?
No,
I just want to know the answer to my question.
No. I just think that it's not important. As long as you were being safe in the past.
Right. You don't think it's important. So you would tell your daughter that her body count don't matter? So now it's important. Like, you see how it works? I don't want to talk about me, but no, my daughter.
I think that my daughter should know that her body is a temple and that she should only give her body to someone that respects, loves her, and gives her the care that she needs. But I think that
But not you, though.
Hold on.
Okay.
I think that us women are part of learning and growing. Sometimes we do deal with boys and we do deal with people that don't always respect us, and it's okay. Like, we learn, it's okay to learn your lessons from it, but if you just get burnt out and you constantly dealing with don't give a about you, that's when you become slutted out, and that's when you don't have an excuse for your actions. But if you learn from the people that you've dealt with and you learn what you like and what you don't like about somebody, that's what's important. But if you just fucking just a because you like the
yeah, and not having feelings for the other guy.
You're just a whore. And I don't want my daughter to be a whore.
Do not let women gaslight you into thinking that, oh, if you worry about a woman's body count, then you're childish. No. You need to be worried when you discover that a woman has a high body count. If you're dealing with a woman that has a high body count, guys, listen to me. You need to let that woman go. Now, you shouldn't be out here asking women for body counts, because here's the thing, they will lie to you. But there are certain things women will tell you. They will tell you, and this is how you know that this woman was a promiscuous woman in her past. This is why it's so important to ask women questions. The women that you are dealing with and dating, it's very important to ask them a lot of questions about their past, about their relationships, how long the relationship had. If she was a serial dater, if she was never in a relationship, if she's never been in a relationship, these are key factors. Find out. This is why it's important for you to not just talk about yourself all the time. Talk to the girl that you're dating. Find out about her past. Find out about how she used to, what kind of person she was before she met you. This is very important. Why is it so important, guys? Because you need to understand one thing. For us men to lay a lot of women, it takes a lot of hard work. Getting to bed different women consistently, as you men know, is not an easy task. It is not an easy task. Women do not make it easy for guys to have sex with them. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what you get. Trust me, coming from a guy that is good, trust me, you need technique. You are just not going to be some Joe Schmo and you're going to be like just laying girls left and right. No, it takes some skill. Why do I say this? Is because if it is so hard and it takes some skill to get women into bed, now you find a girl that has a high body count, that means that girl was easily accessible to a lot of guys, and she's going to be easily accessible, and that she holds no value on herself. She doesn't feel that her body has any value. And if her body has no value, you shouldn't value it either. Plain and simple. I'm not saying you shouldn't value a woman. I'm saying if you meet a woman that doesn't value herself, then you should not value that woman. You should not keep that woman around for the long haul. You should not invest in that woman long term. You should not have that woman have your kids. Plain and simple. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should not value women. Again, value a good woman. A good woman should be valued. But if you meet a person that doesn't value themselves or has no value because they have chosen to be promiscuous, they have chosen to give your value away without just giving it away easily, then you don't need to value that person. Plain and simple.
I'm so sick of dating. This just in, because it just happened. Met this guy on Hinge like almost a month ago. I'm so tired of I'm so disappointed by men videos. Like I wish I had more to say about that, but these are my true experiences. So this guy messaged me on Hinge and he's like, oh my God, I love your energy. Like I need your energy. So of course I'm intrigued when someone is attracted to my energy. So I look at his page and it's like photos of him and his kids. Same day we connect on Hinge, we talk that night on FaceTime. He began to tell me how he had gotten out of a divorce a little under a year ago, which was a red flag for me, and that he had 2 kids, 2 very young kids. Shares custody with his ex. It was a lot of information. I was really overwhelmed with the conversation. I decided I wasn't going to meet up with him, that it was just too much baggage for me. But he was persistent, and his tenacity in trying to take me out started to become attractive. We wound up going on a date. He lives about an hour away from me, and he drove all the way here to take me out for dinner. We had a really nice conversation. Attractive guy, said all the right things. Even went as far as saying that he was inspired by the content that I posted on Instagram. That he was inspired by me. And I really liked that. We go on our second date. Even better than the first one. The deep conversation.
Tremendous.
And
Prince Charming.
How refreshing it is to be with a woman that he can be vulnerable around.
Game.
Oh God.
Really, really open up to me on the second date.
Wow.
We go on a 3rd date. We go on a 4th date. 5th date, I wind up going to his house. He does work in a hospital, so he works crazy hours, and with the custody of his 2 kids, he also is very busy with them as well. So he doesn't have a lot of time in between to date. This last date we went on, I knew he was tired from a really long shift that day and his kids. He was able to get a babysitter. And I told him, we don't have to go out tonight. I'll come over, we'll relax, we'll order in, that's it. Another lovely night, sitting by his fire, really great conversation. We start to get a little intimate and we end off the night really nice. And that was it. He texted me the next day saying that our date felt like he died and went to heaven. And that he really liked me and he was so happy. He continues to
can't
love
be real.
on me. He's never been good with texting and communicating because of his schedule. Not an excuse. But I was looking forward to hanging out with him tonight. I hadn't heard from him all day and I said, hey, did everything go okay with the babysitter? And he just responded, no, I wasn't able to get one. So I'm fed up with the communication and only being able to see him once a week. And this is what I said. I was honest with him. You can screenshot it. But I basically told him I deserve better. Take your time to read his response, but he's basically saying, I'm now realizing I'm not in the best position to get to know someone.
I am going to do something that is very rare on this channel. I'm going to give the ladies, the 2 ladies that are watching this channel, some game. Ladies, understand this. It is a man's job. It is a man's job to ask you out. It is a man's job to plan the date. It is the man's job to pay for the date. It is the man's job to plan all the dates. Make sure that you invite you to those dates. Make sure that you both have a good time. It is the man's job to lead your interaction from meet to intimacy. That is the man's job. That is his job. Now, here is your job. Your job is to make sure that when you meet a man that you deem is valuable for you to open yourself up to intimacy to that man, it is now your job to prove to that man why he should keep you for the long term. It is your job to get a relationship from him. It is your job to put your best foot forward and show this man that, hey, by the way, I will make a great girlfriend. By the way, I would make a great wife. By the way, I would make a fantastic mother. But here is the problem with today's dating market. Here is the problem. Women want guys to do the man's job and they want the guys to do the woman's job. So they want him to, from meet, take me to intimacy, then from intimacy, take me, give me relationship, from relationship, give me wedding. Like, guys, that's not how it works. A lot of women out here today are expecting that after you get the box from them, then now you owe them a relationship. No, that's not how that works. Just like when a man takes you for dinner, a woman doesn't owe him sex. She doesn't. So in turn, when you have sex with a man, he does not owe you relationship. Just like the woman in the clip finds out. And ladies, I'll tell you this, the main reason, and gentlemen too, the main reason why that man after sex, and the main reason why most men just have sex with a woman and don't want to be in a relationship is because throughout the process from dating, from when he met you to that point of intimacy, you probably let off a bunch of red flags that let him know you would not make a good candidate. You would not make a good candidate for a girlfriend or a wife. Because like the man in the relationship, in the video, remember, he has kids. So he can't just bring any woman around. He has to vet the woman, and he vetted the woman and understood that this woman is not a good person to have around his kids. Women don't understand this. Women don't understand that most of the time, the reason why women get ghosted after sex is not because the guy just wanted sex and he was gonna leave. No, it's because that woman showed him through the course of meet to intimacy that she would not make a good candidate to be kept for the long term. She would not be a good candidate to be made his girlfriend, either his wife or the mother of his children. And that is why most guys, just like this girl found out, would actually, after having sex with a girl, would be like, I'm good. And that is some game for the ladies. Guys, if you guys want to contact me, my email is in the description box below. If you have any relationship problems or you have any questions about dating, send me an email and I would love to answer your questions. Also, guys, do not forget to hit this video with a like. Any questions you guys have, leave it for me in the comment sections below. Let me know what you guys think about the videos. With that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.